It's week 6 of the 2025 season, and we'll see Zach Wilson. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Rams and the Jaguars, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. Welcome, everybody, again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and CD, we've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, at Zach Wilson.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some room to roam now. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 2nd down, Williams.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Wilson's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 5 catches, 71 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. And that's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Play action. It's Wilson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Touchdown, Jaguars! The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I just love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Jaguars getting set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Yeah, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jackson.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window. They were the pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. The 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And did he get the feet down? No, they say he did not. It's incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
The Jaguars at 3 and 2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Williams running left.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
2nd and 9 now. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 36. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be caught by Cup.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout Wilson, as it'll come with 15. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold.
Be bold sitting up here rather than
right
down there and making that decision.
You don't have to make those decisions. Either way, no time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Give him 40 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 36, Wilson finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On the counter, here's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now Wilson. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. No question. His teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams.
We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd
and they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
From the 36, Wilson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Wilson.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyron Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Being chased out left.
That one complete downfield to Kirk. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run for the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. Gets past one man. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 17. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Wilson to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Jags, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.